Welcome to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with Rebecca Hall Greider. In our program each week, we provide the tools, ideas, and encouragement to help you move ahead on your journey, becoming a more powerful and impactful woman in your own life. Now here's your host, Rebecca Hall Greider.
Welcome, everyone. I hope that you're having an amazing day. I'm excited and honored to connect in with you this very first week of December. I can't believe it's December already. This has been such an interesting year that we have all faced together. And I celebrate this opportunity to come together with you in December and reflect back on 2020 and then look ahead at 2021. And what are some of the seeds that we want to plant? What are some of the things that we want to bring forward as we're looking ahead? And what are we doing on a daily basis to support ourselves to bloom and shine in our life? Any of our listeners who have been listening for a while, we close every show saying, "May you choose to bloom and shine." Because we want to encourage and empower you on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, to choose to bloom and shine no matter what the circumstances are around you. We have an opportunity to mindfully and purposely echo forward, echo out those things that matter most to us. And I think it's a great time of year to stop, pause, and reflect on those things. And today, I have an amazing group of experts, influencers, and authors. We have collaborated together to bring forward a powerful book called Bloom and Shine, which is a 365 daily inspiration book. It's designed to support you each and every day of the year. And just one quick reflection, thought for the day, when you can take just 5 minutes and get encouraged, uplifted, and supported. This book is designed to do exactly that, to pour into you on a daily basis. So I'm very excited to bring 4 of our amazing authors from this book together today as we share. The book was released on December 1st. So hopefully you saw the shares out about that. And we're pre-recording this. So this is before the launch. So you're going to hear an interesting energy of anticipation and what we hope happens when we launch the book and share it out. And then what we hope happens on an ongoing basis as this book goes out and it supports people to bloom and shine on a daily basis. What I hope you listener take from our time together today is an opportunity to think about how are you allowing yourself to be supported on a daily basis? How are you being poured into so that you can bloom and shine? And if this book is supportive of you, we'll absolutely let you know how you can get a copy and lean in and get that. But I want you to hear the heartbeat of collaboration. I want you to hear the heartbeat of experts and influencers coming together to lift you up, to encourage you as they share their wisdom and expertise to support you on your journey. So let's take a breath, connecting together. Wonderful. Those of you who are listening, I encourage you to be still, to really allow us to pour into you. This is a time for you to receive, to choose to be fully present. And as you're taking these deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth, like through a straw, and that kind of breath out. So in and out, feel that oxygen going to every cell in your body. And as we pause and allow ourselves to catch up with ourselves, allow ourselves to bring oxygen throughout our bodies, it slows us down a little bit. It lowers our cortisol levels, our stress levels, gives us clearer thinking, and actually creates space where we can receive, all by taking a moment to stop, pause, breathe, and listen. And here's what I'd love for you to listen to. I invite you to close your eyes. You're absolutely safe. Put one hand on your heart, one hand on your head to mindfully, purposely bring you all in. And as you're breathing in, feel into what is it that you need today. What is it that will support you, encourage you, empower you? What do you need today, real time, that you are willing to receive because you have choice? So, what is it that you need to support you in blooming and shining? What do you need today that you're willing to receive? Unattached to how. We don't have to worry about how right now. It's just identifying what you need and are willing to receive. Beautiful. Receive that information. Let's take another breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Open up your eyes and be fully present. Wonderful. And take a moment to write down what was laid on your heart, what it is that you need and are willing to receive. Let's keep it top of mind. Open to the wonderful, exciting, and unexpected way that this need could be met. We're actually looking forward to being surprised. We're actively looking for how this need will be met in a wonderful way we never saw coming. We just get to be open and receive. Beautiful. We're going to go around our virtual room here, and I've asked each of our experts to just share for a moment from the heart, just 10, 15 seconds, 20 seconds, when they took a moment to stop, pause, and listen, what was laid on their heart. And Kimmy, I would like to start with you. What was laid on your heart?
I think that, what feels so true for me is that out of darkness comes light. And focusing on all the beauty in the world, all the love in the world, focusing on all the possibility that can be birthed through this year that we've had so that we can open up to amazing possibilities.
Beautiful. Thank you. I love how that feels, and what an opportunity we have this very first part of December to look at the beauty and the possibilities and all that is and can come as we look forward. So I love that. Beautiful, Cher. Thank you. How about you, Dr. Kimberly? What was on your heart?
I loved what Kimmy said. What came to my heart was peace in the here and now. And I loved what she was saying about the possibilities and what you had said, Rebecca, about, looking in the future or the possibilities of what lies ahead. But there's also, by us being in peace in the here and now, it opens us up to the possibilities right around the corner, right in today, in the here and now. So.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's so important. And I was just feeling that, peace actually creates like this stillness and this openness versus a contraction or a tightness. So it allows all of that beautiful possibilities and beauty and love to come in and to build and start from now going forward, not someday. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you for sharing. How about you, Maureen? What was on your heart?
What's on my heart is to allow for joy and things that are in your life that they may not always fall in line where you want them to be, but just allowing them to be there, the things that you're grateful for. And I have a confession. I was chasing 4 dogs with a water gun trying to get them quiet. And then I just realized they're my gift, they're my joy, and I'm grateful for it. And you just laugh and let it be.
Beautiful. I love that. And if they join in the conversation, we're all good. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. And how about you, Tony? What was laid on your heart?
What I felt a calmness and a peace. Feeling like it's okay. It's going to be okay.
Yep.
That each day is a new beginning. We can't undo what we did yesterday, but it's a new start. It's a freshness. It's purity. You're not alone. And it gives you a time to just open up your heart. And this is what I just felt. I just absorbed the moment and knew that there was going to be many more moments.
Beautiful. I love that. And being fully present in that moment and absorbing it, that calmness, new beginnings every day. Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. And listeners, how about you? What was laid on your heart when we took a moment to stop, pause, and listen? Check in. As you caught up with yourself a little bit, what was being spoken into your heart and spirit? And as our experts shared, did that add another layer or piece for you, or another expansion to what you were thinking, or an affirmation, a confirmation? So as we go into our first commercial break, that is actually in disguise 2 minutes for you to be able to be still, listen, and receive. I encourage you to stay present. Resist that urge to cross things off the to-do list. Choose to stay present, to receive everything that is being spoken into your heart and into your spirit. And we'll look forward to continuing our conversation in just a moment.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Voice America is available on your Google connected device.
Okay, Google, play Turning Hard Times into Good Times podcast on iHeartRadio.
Try it today.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Greider. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes that gave you an opportunity to just slow down a little bit and be still and receive what's being spoken into your heart and into your spirit. I find, especially as we're getting into the holidays, there is an increase in speed and things that we're trying to do. And during holidays looking different this year, it's changed a lot of the dynamics. And so we're processing that, and then we're moving on to the next thing. And so often we feel this pressure and this acceleration. And I want to encourage you to be able to be still, to release some of that. This is your time. This is a moment for you to be still, to catch up with yourself, to be poured into. And I have found that I'm able to do more when I slow down, even if it's just 1 minute, 2 minutes at a time, and I breathe. And then I'm able to more purposely and effectively move forward instead of an autopilot and just racing. I'm able to more purposely choose my steps and choose the next things I do to bring the things forward that matter most. So I want to encourage you during those 2 minute breaks that we've built into the show for you, that you take advantage of them. You really use them as an opportunity to slow down for a moment and listen and receive. And I know our amazing experts you got to hear on a heart level in our opening segment are here for you, to pour into you, to share from their heart. And as they do, just to give you a little bit of background, These are four of the authors from an anthology, which is where a number of authors come together. And it's called Bloom and Shine. It's a daily inspiration book to support people each and every day of the year. And we actually have it where people can actually search by subject too. So if someone's needing encouragement or they're facing something that's challenging, how do we overcome challenges? You can look up inspirations by subject as well. And so these are the hearts and the voices behind many of those inspirations that have come together to serve and support and help all of us bloom and shine. So I hope you enjoy leaning in. I hope you enjoy learning from them, hearing about why this project called to them. I think it's great to think about projects that are calling to you and how you're feeling into that. For anyone that hasn't gotten a copy of the book and is interested, you can find it on Amazon. And you can either look it up by my name, Rebecca Hall Gruyter, or you can look it up by Bloom and Shine and then look for Rebecca Hall Gruyter or one of our authors, and you will be able to find the book and add it to your library if it's calling to you and it's supportive of you. But regardless, I want you to find a way to be encouraged and supported each and every day. We need to be poured into on a daily basis in order to bloom and shine. So let's lean in. Enjoy getting to know our amazing authors. I know you'll enjoy each and every one of them. So the first author I want to introduce to you, her name is Dr. Kimberly Shur. She is a teen breakthrough expert, founder of Academy for Independence, a podcast host, and international best-selling author with over 20 years of experience supporting teens and their families. She is passionate about everything teens and is committed to helping raise the next generation of leaders. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful Dr. Kimberly Shur to the show. Welcome.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I'm thrilled to have you here, and I love that you are representing our teens and their families and taking that powerful stand for them. And I'd love for you to share a little bit about why this particular project, because I know you have lots of projects to choose from. So why this particular project, Bloom and Shine, called to you, and what are you hoping readers get out of it?
Why it called to me, first of all, I just love the title because it is about blooming and then shining. So I don't know, it's just all about growth. And I think one way to help us along our journey is to be inspired and encouraged. And I think that that's what this book does. So that's one of the main reasons that attracted me to this book, as well as all the other authors and you, Rebecca. So I know I'm in a very beautiful community, but yeah, and I hope the listeners get inspired from it. That's what I hope.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and love that you are part of our book and part of our community and helping inspire and lift up so many. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
And our next amazing author is Toni Stone Bruce, who is a survivor, an entrepreneur, a motivational speaker, author, health and wellness advocate, first lady to a pastor. She is passionate about supporting those coming out and surviving domestic abuse and violence. She is the founder of Precious Stones for Life and passionate about helping people know they can begin again. Please lean in and warmly welcome the powerful and heart-centered Toni Stone Bruce to the show. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Rebecca. I am so excited. I am so excited about this opportunity, about this privilege. And for me, it truly is a privilege and an honor. When I look back on my life, I wasn't always blooming, and I definitely wasn't shining. My business life, yes, I was, but it's more than just business. You have your personal life, and during that time, my personal life was not what it should have been because of others that I allowed to do to me. But what this book has done in the project to share my experiences, my thoughts, my feelings, and to let them know that if I can begin again, that you can also begin again. There is a new day. You can start all over just by taking a few baby steps. So I'm excited about bloom and shine, because now, Rebecca, I am blooming and I am shining. So I'm excited about this project.
I'm so glad, and you are, and I love how you're paying that forward, that you are pouring into others and encouraging so many that we can start again, and we can't go back in time, but we can go forward and we can start again and step forward positively and powerfully every single day. So thank you for leaning in, for being part of this project, and I'm glad you're excited. We are excited and thrilled to have you joining us today and as part of this project.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I was thinking before I introduce our next amazing author, that for myself, and I'm curious, listeners, your experience, that there are many different books that have touched my life, that have inspired, encouraged, and supported me. And many of those are these daily inspiration books where just in a moment, one pause, I'm able to get encouragement, something to reflect on, something to expand how I look at the world. Sometimes it encourages me, other times it stretches me, but it gives me something in a bite-sized piece that I'm able to take with me and carry forward. And I know many of the authors that have leaned into this project, that's been their experience too. And so they were excited to lean in and be able to be that to another, to encourage another on a daily basis. So listeners, I'm just curious if you have found that supportive in your journey. And if you haven't ever checked out a daily inspiration book, I encourage you to lean in and find one that can give you just that bite-sized support each and every day. It can make such a difference to have a bright spot feed into you each and every day of the year. And with that, I'm excited to introduce our next amazing guest. Her name is Kimmy Avery. She is a relationship navigation specialist, a speaker, podcast host, international bestselling author, founder of Conscious Couples Network, an NLP practitioner, master practitioner, and a certified relationship coach. She is the current president of Heart to Heart Toastmasters Club, and she is passionate about helping you experience more love in your life. Please lean in and warmly welcome the heart-centered and loving Kimmy Avery to the show. Welcome.
Oh, it is so wonderful to be here with you. It's inspiring to me to be able to guide and support others in finding their joy, blooming and shining their light. And I remember back in my early years, in my early 20s, I read a lot of affirmations books. Mm-hmm. And it seems to me that the more chaotic the world is, the possibilities are there. And we get there through pausing and taking the mini vacations and listening to the affirmations, that or reading them, but also listening to the messages in our heart. And to me, those messages are sort of the whispering of angels or our guides telling us and leading us about the possibilities in our future. And whether it's our business life or our personal life, getting centered will help you to be a better partner, a better bringer of light in the world, a better holder of the hope for all humanity. And maybe it doesn't have to seem so big as that. It can be the bringer of hope for what's in your heart, to lead others forward. And I feel like we all have this chain. We move forward, each person holding the hand of the person behind them so that they can receive the beauty that's in the path ahead. And I feel like we're all in this together. I'm really thrilled to have done this book, to have been a part of it, and I'm hoping our listeners get the inspiration in their hearts so that they can shine their light.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Sharon. I love the descriptions that you used and the feeling, like your feeling and energy is echoing out through the airways. And I think that's so beautiful. And listeners, I hope you felt your heart touched as she was sharing and reaching out that vision and that opportunity where heart by heart, life by life, holding hands, we're able to lift each other up. We're able to encourage and inspire each other. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for leaning in and being part of this project.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
And then I'm excited to introduce our Maureen Ryan Blake. She is the principal and founder of the Power of the Tribe. She holds a dual master's in leadership and diplomacy. She is an internet TV show host, a serial entrepreneur, founder of the Rising Stars Book Club, and she is passionate about helping you unlock your potential in business and life. Please lean in. Warmly welcome the powerful Maureen Ryan Blake to the show. Welcome.
Oh, Rebecca, thank you for such a warm and lovely introduction. And thank you for inviting me to this project. So when not everyone knows, you know that I was actually late in jumping into this project. And I was really, concerned with my contribution and the mechanics and all the deadlines and making sure I showed up and got it right. But then somewhere between the revisions, the meetings, the togetherness with the other authors, magic happened. And it's that magic of collaboration and collective energy that we all bring together, because when we come together, we're better, and we shine, and we bloom and shine. So this has become a very, very special project that I was able to contribute what my mantra and what each day I stand and get to move forward in a welcomed environment with others to had this beautiful book. Again, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm so glad you leaned in and said yes. And even with the tighter turnaround on things, you were here and you followed and shared so powerfully from your heart and your personal mantra of how you approach each day. So I appreciate that. Thank you for leaning in and for sharing. And listeners, this is just a taste of some of the amazing authors that are coming together. And what I hope you hear is a constant desire to come together, to lift each other up, to support one another. And I want you to feel that through the airwaves, that we are here supporting you, encouraging you, uplifting you. We are joining hands, joining hearts to support each of us, ourselves and you, to be able to bloom and shine each and every day. And sometimes it's such an encouragement just to remember you're not alone, that you are supported, that we care, and we are here with you each and every day, wanting to encourage and support you. And part of the way we've been able to capture that is through the book Bloom and Shine, through the special interview series that we've been doing, that you can stop and listen to any of the shows at any time to encourage and support you on your journey. So as we go to our next commercial break, I want to encourage you to take a couple moments, digest what's been spoken to your heart and spirit, and make 3 bullet points of steps you are going to take, or ahas, that will help you bloom and shine. So maybe it's remembering to pause. Maybe it's remembering that you are supported. Maybe it's remembering you can choose to bloom and shine. Think about what has been shared and what's speaking to you. And we will continue our conversation in just 2 minutes.
follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Voice America is available on your Google connected device.
Okay, Google, play Turning Hard Times into Good Times podcast on iHeartRadio.
Try it today.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall Greider. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I hope you enjoyed those 2 minutes, that you had an opportunity to make a couple notes of ways that you can bloom and shine, something that spoke to you in the last segment. So this next segment, we're going to talk with our amazing authors and have them share why it's important to have daily support, why they have found that important. And actually, I'm changing things up. So all of my guests, I know behind the scenes, I shared one thing. So I'm going to have you share a little bit differently because I'm being led as we connect in and create this show together. I'd love to have you share why it's important to have daily support. And then I would love for you to share a daily practice you do personally to encourage and support you yourself. So we're giving some real examples to our amazing listeners. So with that, I'm going to start with Kimmy. Kimmy, I'd love for you to share why you believe it's important to have a daily practice. And I'd love for you to share a daily practice that you use and do and bring into your life.
Oh, this is so exciting to me because it's such a simple step to have the daily support, and it's something that's accessible for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And when we have this in the world with all the news, all the super connectivity that we have, the more we need to be able to drop in and be quiet and take that mini vacation. So for me, it's imperative for our sanity and also the birthing of our dreams to be able to pause and manage our energy so that we can shine our light. Mm-hmm. And the daily program that I do is, well, I play with my dogs. Mm-hmm. I sit in the sun. I read something inspirational every single day. Mm. When I do that, my entire day is set up beautifully. And when I don't, I stumble more easily. Mm-hmm. And my goal is to be the inspiration for the people in my life as well as my own self. Mm-hmm. So this is how we can be more powerful energetically for the people around us.
Beautiful.
So that's what I do. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. And the different things that you do on a daily basis. I love that. I know for myself, I like how you said when I do that and when I don't, because that's my experience as well. When I do those daily practices, it sets me up for success. I'm able to show up more powerfully. I'm able to be more of who I want to be and how I want to be, no matter what comes that day. And when I rush into the day and I forget to pause, I forget to take some time to center myself or to have to pour into myself, I find that the day doesn't go as smoothly. I don't handle things as powerfully, and it can be a more challenging day. So I find that daily pausing and before I rush into the day, centering, I make lists of what are the key things that are most important that I focus on today, that I bring forward. I take time centering so I feel grounded and ready. I love to have a cup of coffee, then my brain is more clear as I move forward into the day. Sometimes going outside and taking a moment to center in nature is really supportive. So listeners, think about what is supportive to you and maybe jot down some of these things. You can look at adding just one or two of them into your life. And I find it can be 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be this full hour kind of thing. 5 minutes, 10 minutes can make a big difference for me. And I don't know, Kimmy, do you find just even if it's a short amount of time, taking that step makes a difference?
Absolutely. It doesn't have to be a long time. And actually, the more you practice it, the easier it is to reconnect when you do it. So if I feel off balance, I can come back to it, and it makes it so much easier. So it's a practice of being able to center yourself.
Beautiful. Thank you. And I like that practice. It's not perfect centering practice. So
Exactly.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Beautiful. And then Maureen, I'd love for you, absolutely. Maureen, I'd love for you to share. Why do you think it is important, and what is a daily practice that you do?
Well, this is something that I'm actually still working on. And what you guys are saying about the 5 minutes, that's what I'm working towards, is a 5-minute deep breathing, visual focus to reset the day and ground. And it's in my as I continue to grow and working towards that.
Beautiful. I love that you shared that too, because there's all different things that we are stretching in and growing in and practicing. So we were talking about that word of doing that. And I'm just curious, Maureen, as you are doing that and starting to build that into your life, are you noticing a difference?
Absolutely. And just the shift from the positive, higher energies that allow it to come into our lives versus the lower has significantly shifted most focus in everything I do.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Beautiful. And then, Tony, I'd love for you to add to the conversation. Why do you think it's important to have a daily practice or support, and what are some of the things you do?
Okay. Yes, it is very important to have something that you do every day that will allow you to handle the rest of the day. And for myself, the first thing that I do, and it's like a must, I tell my husband, I must do this. I've been doing this forever. And that is to get up very early in the morning while the world is still quiet. And I go out and I walk. And I walk for exercise for myself, yes, because exercise is very important to keep yourself in, help with your good health. But also not only as far as exercising, while I'm walking, exercising, but my mind is also, it's like my devotion time. It's like I'm speaking and I'm sharing and going over plans for today, or if I have a problem, asking for guidance. or, what should I do today? So that's the time that I use, Rebecca, for personal time of growth, to reflect and be still. So it's just me and God and the world, all by ourselves, while dawn is coming up and you see the colors. Oh man, everyone should try that.
I love it. I love that. So before the rest of the world is waking up, you're getting this time to move and center and talk with God and have that time. And I like how you said be still, because you're also moving. So it's this a movement, yet that kind of stillness inside that we can have by being able to be in motion and be outside. And then there's something I think always really magical about seeing the sunrise. That reminder of what you shared with us so powerfully today, that it's a new day and we can have a new beginning every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate you sharing. And then Dr. Kimberly, why is it important? Do you feel it's important? I guess I shouldn't assume it's important to you, but if it is, why? And your thoughts about that. And then I'd love to have you share a daily practice or two that you do.
Sure. Yes, I do feel that it's very important. I love what Tony said. I am also an early riser. I prefer watching the sunrise as opposed to the sunset, although both are equally beautiful, but I'm definitely a sunrise girl. And I love the stillness as well. And it just brings up some space for me. And it's where I'm not really consciously thinking about my day or even really planning my day. But yet I find when I get out, because for me it's exercise, when I get out and exercise, and it is oftentimes in the early morning, just my day it just becomes more magical because I've taken that time just to be and to be out in nature. And one of the things that I always ask myself before I exercise is to show me something beautiful. And that just kind of primes my whole being to notice and appreciate all the beauty that surrounds me. And I just by doing that, I get inspired, truly.
Oh, I love that. Show me something beautiful. Beautiful that you do that before you go out, so that where your focus is and what you're looking for. That is so inspiring. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to do a speed round with everybody that I'd love to have you share, and it can just be a quick share, and you can pass. It's okay if something doesn't come to mind. But I was thinking, with the times that we have faced in 2020, I think 2020, our vision has shifted. What we have gone through on a personal level, on a family level, community and global level has shifted a lot of how we're showing up in the world. And I'd love to have each of you share just really fast one thing that has helped you during this time. Maybe there's a practice that you have dialed up. There's something that you're now doing on a daily basis that wasn't necessarily something you did with our new patterns and rhythms and being at home more than we were in the past. Is there something you found? So a trick, an inside tip you can give us that has supported you in staying balanced and blooming and shining. So speed round, Maureen, I'm starting with you.
Well, what got me through the last 6 months has been really thinking about those that I serve, getting out of my own way, and it's not about me. And then things are just simplified and the answers come.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Kimmy?
For me, it's been reading. I'm reading The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz right now. But I have tons of books that are inspirational, and they're placed all over my house to pause and read something. I find that the last 6 months has really caused me to turn inward and focus on those things so that I can shine my light and so that I can think about other people. It's kind of a balancing act that I do.
Thank you. And I love that you have them scattered throughout the house. You can't escape. They're surrounding you and supporting you. So
Yes.
beautiful. That was the image I got. I love that. Dr. Kimberly, how about you?
Yes. I think for me, it has also been turning inward and really appreciating the time to dig into different things I want to read, I want to learn about, and just grow. And I think sometimes I don't always allow myself the time to do that. So it's been actually very supportive and fruitful for me, because then that's what I shine out is, the gems that I'm receiving, and then I can share those as well.
Beautiful.
It helps me get through.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And Tony, how about you?
One of the things is appreciation. During this time period, I have learned to appreciate more, appreciate people more, appreciate life more, appreciate food more, appreciate time, and during that time, as others have said, that you're reading, you're becoming more creative. How can I bring my business, or how can I do this to another level, because things have shut down. So appreciation has become really, really big with me. Appreciation.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. Speaking of appreciation, no, thank you for sharing. And I know for myself, one of the things that has been really supportive of me in this time is grace. Being willing to extend myself grace and others grace and understanding. Because we are carrying a lot, and there are different things that we don't know what the person on the other end of that line is dealing with today. And being able to really expect the best and hold space for the best and think the best of others and extend grace to ourselves as well as others. I think it was easier for me to extend grace for others than myself. And I think for myself, that's been an area I've been growing, that it's okay, and to treat myself as I would my own best friend and extend that grace and that understanding as well. And allowing more room in the day and space, because the flow could change dramatically from day to day. And so I have found those are a couple things that have been supportive of me. Listeners, as we get ready to go to our next commercial break, I encourage you to think about what has been shared, some of these tips, some of these insights that our experts have discovered have been supportive of them on a daily basis. And I hope that you have just a couple that you can take with you. And when we come back, we're going to let you know how you can go deeper with each of our amazing experts, as well as a reminder again of where you can get the powerful book, Bloom and Shine. If you want all of these amazing authors in one collection, I want to let you know how to lean in and get a copy. So we'll look forward to talking to you in just 2 minutes.
Follow us on Twitter at VoiceAmericaTRN. Get the lowdown on guests, new shows, and your favorites. That's VoiceAmericaTRN.
Rebecca Hall Greider's Speaker Talent Search is looking for speakers wanting to get on more stages. With just one audition, you could open the doors to hundreds of speaking opportunities, reach more people, and expand your impact. Finalists get to audition live in front of leaders looking to fill all kinds of speaking opportunities. Apply now at SpeakerTalentSearch.com. That's SpeakerTalentSearch.com. We look forward to hearing your message.
Announcing a powerful new TV channel featuring programs designed to enhance and transform your life. Make powerful connections, one program at a time. And by doing so, we can bring transformation to the world. Tune in each week to Empowered Connections TV as we add new programs to help you make empowered connections of your own. Visit EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. That's EmpoweredConnectionsTV.com. And make the most of an incredible life transformation.
Voice America is available on your Google connected device.
Okay, Google, play Turning Hard Times into Good Times podcast on iHeartRadio.
Try it today.
You're listening to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter. If you have a question or comment for Rebecca or her guest, we'd love to hear from you. Please call into the program at 1-866-472-5795. That's 1-866-472-5795. You may also send an email to Rebecca at yourpurposedrivenpractice.com. Now back to Empowering Women, Transforming Lives.
Welcome back, everyone. I want to thank you all for leaning in, for giving us the opportunity to connect with you and pour into you today. I hope that today you've gotten some ahas or ideas, or maybe something you might try adding in to your daily rhythm to support you to bloom and shine in your life. And if you would like the book that we've been talking about that all of our amazing authors are in, it's called Bloom and Shine. You can find it on Amazon, and you'll find it both an electronic copy and soon to be released print copy that hasn't been quite released yet, but it'll be released very shortly. So right now it'll be in a Kindle copy, and you'll be able to find that on Amazon. And I have asked each of our amazing experts if they could share how you can go deeper and connect with them. If you're wanting to follow with them, take things to another level, I wanted you to know how to do that. And for those of you that would like to have a deeper conversation with me, I'm always happy to do that. You can go to meetwithrebecca.com. Again, that's meet, like we're having a meeting, meetwithrebecca.com, and schedule a time to talk, and I would be happy to do so. With that, we're going to go around the virtual room. Tony, how can people connect with you and go deeper?
Okay, you can go on Facebook under Tony Stone Booth, or Precious Stones, the number 4 Life. Precious Stones, 4 Life, and also at gmail.com, Precious Stones for Life at gmail.com.
Perfect. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Dr. Kimberly.
Yes, you can, again, schedule an appointment consultation at meetwithkimberlys.com, or you can visit my website at AFI4me.com, and you can connect with me through the website.
Perfect. Thank you. And Kimmy, how can they connect with you and go deeper?
I offer a relationship possibility session where it's 30 minutes where we can talk about what's going on that's preventing love from thriving in the person, in you, and in your relationship. And you can go to meetwithkimmy, that's KIMI.com, meetwithkimmy.com, and I'd be happy to support you on your journey.
Perfect.
And clearing the past so that you can shine your light.
Great. And if they want to follow you or get on your list or those kinds of things, what's the best way to do that?
The best way to get on my list is to go to consciouscouplesnetwork.com. My newsletter list is there, and there are a lot of great articles. And
Perfect.
You can find me on Facebook at Kimmy. I'm Kimmy Avery Fallon on Facebook.
Perfect. Thank you. And then Maureen, how can people connect with you and go deeper?
Mine is pretty straightforward. The website is thepowerofthetribe.com, and you can reach out. I'm Maureen at thepowerofthetribe.com. But hop on. You'll be able to find out at the website about the Rising Star Book Club, where you can connect, and all the fun things that we're doing as we all get to do this together.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you all for sharing, for making yourself available to our listeners so they can go deeper and they can connect with you personally. So listeners, I want you to hear that, because that is not always the case where experts will make a direct connection open to you like this. So I want to thank all of our amazing authors and experts for opening up their heart and their schedule and their time and energy to connect and support with all of you, because together we're able to go so far. We're able to have such a big impact, heart by heart, life by life. And we can really choose to encourage and uplift each other, because life is not a solo journey. It's a myth. We get to come alongside each other and support each other. And I think that's a key to being able to bloom and shine, especially when we have those moments that we forget our brilliance. We aren't sure we can rise again. We forget our greatness. It's so important to have people come alongside you that can remind you of your greatness, that can reach out a hand to help you rise again, because it matters. You are a gift, absolutely needed in the world. And I believe you are, in fact, made for such a time as this. So the biggest gift you can give the world is more of you. So be willing as you go forward, as you step forward in December and into 2021, be willing to bring that support into your life. Be willing to bloom and shine. Have an amazing week, everyone. We'll look forward to talking to you next time.
Thank you for joining us this week for Empowering Women, Transforming Lives. Please tune in again for another edition with your host, Rebecca Hall-Gruyter, next Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Influencers Channel. And join us for a replay of the show every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 2 p.m. Pacific, on the Voice America Empowerment Channel. Have a beautiful week, and may you always bloom where you're planted and shine.